Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeCharis, CPA, coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, once again for another amazing episode of How to Win at Business. And if you see the banner up here, we do have a workshop coming up on Tuesday, the April 6th at what is it, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go for at least 2 hours with an extra hour for questions and answers. And I'm going to be covering a lot of stuff that I haven't covered before. And tonight, what I want to talk about, part of the workshop is we're going to be talking about how broken the IRS is. And we're going to be talking about forms like this. Which I think a lot of people are going to start needing. This is Form 911. What it is when you just can't get a problem resolved through the normal channels, you have to go this route. Now, on the bottom, you see that they have a representative information. That's if you have a CPA or a tax attorney or an enrolled agent representing you. I do not recommend trying to do this stuff yourself, but it's a step in the right direction. Let's go through some of the I don't know how to describe it, the situations that are coming up now. They could blame it on COVID. They'll blame everything on COVID. A lot of people will for a long time, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. But the system was broken before COVID. The system was broken way before COVID. My aunt worked at the IRS for over 25 years, and I feel for the people that worked at the IRS. It's not. It doesn't sound like a fun and exciting job. You got to do. She had to deal with taxpayers that owed money and they had problems, and they were always underfunded, understaffed, and their target. Let me share something with you here that'll make it, I hope, more clear for what the IRS is doing. We're going to stop sharing that, and hopefully I can get this up here. Yes, I think I can do it. So, the IRS has a structure, and people don't realize what the structure is and how it works. And I'm going to give you some information here now that might be a little bit shocking to you. You got the IRS. You would think, the taxpayers, we pay to fund the IRS, and they got a nice little website here, and go and get your refund status, right? Well, it's not that easy now, because I have a ton of people telling me that they didn't get their stimulus check, their last one, they didn't get their refund, and they go on here, and all it says is either information not available or processing. And when you try to call them to find out what's going on, you can't get through. You can't get through. Even my aunt, who worked there for 25 years, she says the best time to call the IRS is right before 8 a.m. She said 7:57 a.m. on Wednesday. And she told me why, and it makes sense. Anybody that, during the weekend, if they get a letter or on a Friday, they're going to call Monday. And then all the people that can't get through on Monday are going to be calling on Tuesday, and so on. But that, and she's been trying that. She's trying to get through, and it's not easy, and it's very frustrating for people when they're due money, and they can't get to it. But yet the the bills don't stop. So the collection efforts are still going, and I'm going to show you why. And another thing I started advising people is go online and get your tax records. You want to see what they have on you, what information. Make sure that the information is correct. I have a client that they got a letter that they qualified for unemployment, and on the bottom they show you your employers. No, the guy worked for one company his whole life, retired, then got a job in a supermarket. So he's only had 2 jobs his whole life, really, never applied for unemployment. And on the bottom, one of his employers was a restaurant that he ate at 2 times. He never worked there, but they have him listed as working there. And when he went to apply, there was already an account set up for him. Now, he never applied for unemployment, so how could there have been an account set up for him? So get your tax records, see what's on there, make sure that it's accurate. Okay, so now this is how the IRS is structured. They have 4 different divisions, okay? 3 of them I usually don't work with because, I'm not dealing with large businesses. I'm not, for the most part, dealing with tax exempt. I do get some tax exempt clients, but most of my clients are small business and self-employed. So there is a division specifically for small businesses. Now, the IRS has a mission statement. So each division, they're very well organized, very well oiled machine, and their top, look at this, their strategic focus. Number 1, the underreporting gap. What is that? That's when people forget that they made money and then they don't report it on their tax return. So they're always trying to match up income from third-party sources with what's on your tax return. That's what causes a lot of letters to come up. And that system, a lot of times, the letters are wrong. They're wrong because the information may have been on the tax return. It's just not where the IRS might have wanted to say it. Okay, so that's a massive part of what they do. The underpayment gap. Now, what this means is when people actually file and they don't pay. Now you have the world's biggest collection agency after you. And the third top focus is the non-filing gap. Those are the people that just don't file. And there used to be a lot more of them because we didn't have the kind of technology that we have today. So that's so basically they are policing us. The IRS is not there as like your friendly neighborhood government agency. Okay, they are here to monitor the tax system and keep the money coming. And the sad part is that most of the money comes from the 80% of the small businesses. Okay, the giant companies don't pay taxes. I just read a whole article on some of the biggest companies in the world haven't paid taxes for years. Now, the reason is because they get, serious tax write-offs for, investing in their infrastructure. Well, something, I'm not getting all kinds of big tax write-offs for investing in my infrastructure. Am I? I mean, small businesses just don't have the kind of capital, the luxury that the big businesses have. So big businesses have protection. They have tax professionals. They have people that will, do the research. They will, look under every nook and cranny for deductions, for tax credits. And thankfully now, because of technology, because it's easy to do presentations like this for a lot of people. And we've been doing them now. I've been doing them like monthly, and so the information that's available to people for free now is hopefully going to start tilting the scales back to where it should be, and it should be with the small business owners. You know, I'm reading a book now. It's called The Wealth of Nations. Okay. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I've heard of it my whole life. And I said, you know, I got to read this. And basically, the first couple of pages, they are talking about how hard it is. Adam Smith is talking about how hard it is for an individual to produce anything on a large scale by themselves. And he breaks it down to production where, you know, and he talks about, you know, making a pin. He said one man, you know, making a pin might be able to make 10 pins a day. But he explains that when you break it down into smaller pieces and you get 10 people doing a smaller part of the job, that those 10 people can make like 5,000 pins in a day. So you can go from 10 pins doing it yourself, or almost 500 if you divide it between 10 people. The point here, folks, I do have a point. And Charlene, how are you? Thanks for joining. The point here is that the businesses with the money, they can put more people into specialized tasks, and that's why they're more efficient. That's why small businesses start at a major disadvantage. So if you, and I think I was supposed to put the, oh yeah, I did put the link for the webinar, for the workshop, in the chat. If anything I've said resonates with you, I always welcome you to book a free chat with me. You know, I did this talk yesterday, and I didn't realize till the end that my mic was off. For the whole Facebook Live, and a woman, you know, put in the chat that she really wanted to hear about this because I was talking about how broken the IRS is. Well, we had a chat because she saw the time with Joe there. I messaged her, and we had a nice discussion. And she's doing everything that she can to get her refund from the IRS from 2019. She got her 2020 refund, and that's one of the things that's bizarre, folks. So I'm going to end it there. I'm over my time here. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Joe DeChara, CPA. God bless and happy holidays for everybody. Thank you.